Hello everyone, my name is Quant and welcome to some Path of Exile. We are gonna take a look at my shadow. You can see he's running an CI build. So my CI shadow level 66. This is my highest character in Path of Exile as of now. And we're gonna take a look at the skill trees first. I started here going through damage, and then I went straight for evasion rating plus energy shield together with maximum resistances right here. Went for some crit because I do get some crits with this build, and straight up to Ghost Reaver. This is one of the key points that I need for this build. If you know anything about Path of Exile, then you know this is true. Life Leech applies to energy shield instead of life, and as you can see I only have a shield and I only have one life, so having life steal I needed to go to the shield instead. Another note here with just evasion rating and energy shield. And Minor Drinker, this is the only thing I got that really keeps me able to spam my abilities, because I get more mana back than the cost of the abilities. That's the entire idea. This build also focuses quite a bit of auras. You can see I'm running down here to get the maximum mana reserved, to get the best effect out of the mana, of the auras, and here as well. Increase the effect of the auras and reduce mana reserve. This is key. And you can see I've taken most of the energy shield nodes running through here. Chaos Inoculation, that's the entire idea of the build. Max life becomes 1, but I get immune to chaos damage, but I only get energy shield. You see I've taken no life in this tree. And I also ran through here to get this energy shield here nodes. There are quite a bit of. And then I started to go down here to get these two. I'm not gonna go any deeper than that as of now at least, but I plan on getting Harrier to get the increased attack speed and movement speed, but also getting in here to increase aura effects and reduce mana reserved, because I need this as much as possible. It is that simple. I'm also gonna go in here when I get points over, getting more crit chance. And you can see here I'm running claws. I did start up with daggers in this build, but I didn't really take that many points into daggers. I got in here, see up here, and then just went through this. I didn't even take that one, I just took this. And that's pretty much all the points I took. When I found, I bought a claw that I thought would make perfect sense for this build, because this build has pretty much one weakness. What I could see, there was like straight up a weakness, and that was that I cannot get to life leech fast enough, because how life leeching works in this game is you can only life leech a percentage of your maximum life per second. So even if you hit super hard, you cannot life leech your entire, well in my case, shield pool instantly. And yes, this goes to shield as well. I checked that out, it's not only life. If you go to Ghost Reaver, it works the same. I could only get 20% of my maximum energy shield per second. So I found this claw and I bought it for 2 exalted, I believe. And as you can see, it got this life leech from hits with this weapon applies instantly. That's the key about this item. It also got quite a bit of life leech in itself. It got 6% of physical attack damage leeches life, and it got an extra 3% physical attack damage leeches life. So it got quite a bit of life leech, and it got quite a bit of damage on its own, so it's okay. I also get extra life leech from my blood rage, as you can see. It increases attack speed when on low life, and you get 5% physical damage from attack leech's life, but you take damage per second in form of chaos. But as you know, I'm immune to chaos damage, so blood rage goes hand in hand in this build and just adds a flat out 5% extra physical damage from attacks. I never get a 35% increased attack speed when low life because low life goes on a percentage. It's not like, oh, I only got 1 health, so I got low life, right? No. Low life counts on 35% of your maximum life, I believe. So when you are on 35% life, you get the low life effect. I believe that's the spot. I take that number from my head. I checked it out sometime, but I don't remember exactly, but I think it was 35%. But it's going on a percentage at least. So I'm not really getting anything from that. And that's the build itself, and that's the idea. It's gonna get the crit, gonna get the auras, gonna get this thing. And after that, I'm not entirely sure what I should do. If I should just max up more here on the energy shield, or maybe go in here to get some more claw damage and some accuracy as well, because as you can see, this build does really lack accuracy, and I do not have the resolute technique. Also because many of the claw damage here, you can see crit there, crit there, crit there. You can see going for all the way over here and get resolute technique together with claws doesn't really work that well. But you can see I don't have much accuracy, so I might even go in here getting up the 8, 8 and 20% together with the 20 dexterity. It would probably be rather good because I'm actually running rather low on dexterity. I'm actually running these boots just because I need them. They are not the best boots for me, and they are probably even worse than just flat out 35 dexterity boots. You can see there are no resistances on these, and I don't even remember why I got these boots. I think I accidentally sold my boots that I had, and now I need to use it because of the dexterity. But you can see 2% increased movement speed per frenzy shot, that's good, and I build up frenzy shot because of blood rage. That's another thing I forgot to mention. When you kill something and blood rage is on, you get a frenzy shot, so it goes hand in hand. Frenzy shot is just pure out attack speed and cast speed. But you can see I also get movement speed if I have frenzy shot together with these. But you can see 3% reduce attack speed and cast speed per frenzy shot. A frenzy shot, I believe, give 4% or 5, which means that each frenzy shot only give me 1 or 2% attack speed instead of the 4 to 5. So that's a little bit meh. You can see 1% of life regen per second per frenzy shot. That is also something that I don't gain anything of from this build. I would if I had this Sealer's Oath. Life regen applies to energy shield instead of life, but sadly I do not, and it's way too far for me to grab, so I'm not even gonna try and do that. And I don't even plan on using these boots because I need more resistances, and I'm gonna talk to that later. And it'll also increase chance to gain frenzy charge when I kill, but I also already get a guaranteed frenzy charges because I will have blood rage on all the time. But one thing that they got that is rather good is 6% increased damage against enemies on low life. So if I hit something that is rather low on HP, I hit harder per frenzy shot I have. I don't remember exactly how many frenzy shot I can have on this guy. I have not played this guy in quite some time. But yeah, so these boots I need to have. But we're gonna go through the rest of the gear real quick here. I got ahead with just as much energy shield as I could and got a lucky cold resistance on it as well, so I got some resist, which is always good. And same with the shield, I just got something that got as high energy shield that I could possibly obtain, and got lucky once again to get the cold resistance in there. One level of lightning gem in this item doesn't really give anything. Critical strike chance for spells doesn't really give anything either, sad part. And this chest is something that I bought because I needed something with loads of energy shield, and I wanted some evasion rating as well, because I actually want to have some dodge with this guy. Because I don't want to purely rely on energy shield without any armor or evasion rating. You might go like, oh, you got 3.6k in shield, that's okay for your level, right? But if you got no evasion rating or armor to back it up, it actually goes down way faster than, say, 2000 HP with quite a decent armor. So I want some evasion rating on this, and this I bought. The numbers on an evasion rating and energy shield are rather high, or they are really high for a hybrid chess piece. But they have no resistances, and I couldn't afford anyone that got these stats with resistances. It's just ridiculous expensive. The weapon I just went through before, you kinda know it. This neck I need to have because of Chaos Inoculation. Attributes reduce maximum life, doesn't matter to me because I have no increased rarity of items found, a nice bonus, but cannot be stunned. That's the thing I need with this build, because stun and every effect is based on your HP. And even if you have Chaos Inoculation, it goes on HP and not shield, which is a little weird in my opinion. So I need this, otherwise I would just be stunned endlessly. And I actually got Chaos Inoculation before I got the ring, and I just noticed like, oh my god, I get stun locked all the time. I need to buy this, and I bought it right away because there was no way I could do without it. For rings, I'm just taking something with as much resistance as possible. That's really what I need. You can see both here. Getting some strength on this as well is always a nice, because I kind of want that to maintain my red nodes that I got. And yeah, that's that. My gloves, I'm using the Ondor's Claps wrapped mitts. It's because they got 30% increased attack speed when on full life, and because I got the energy shield, they're gonna attack me and the energy shield is gonna go down, but my life is actually not gonna go anywhere unless I die. So I actually get this 30% increased attack speed all the time, which is rather sick. The 20% increased movement speed I don't get because that's on low life, and like I said, I'm not on low life, even though I only have 1 life, because 1 is 100% of my life. It also gets accuracy rating, which is nice. It's not the most, but it gets some, which is nice. And the belt is probably one of the best items I got. It's a lucky 24% increased physical damage, which is max, and it got a triple resistances, rather high fire and cold. The lightning is low, but it got at least a triple, and for a nice bonus it got 14 to maximum energy shield. And you can see on me that's like 50. It's actually 49 to be exact, because of the extra bonuses I got from all my increased energy shield nodes. And the boots I just got right now to cover up, because I don't know what happened with my other boots. I checked my other characters, I don't find it, and I don't know where they are. The auras I'm running are in this one: Reduce Mana, Discipline, Purity of Elements, and Grace. You can see my resistances are really bad. Even when I turn on the Purity of Elements, you can see my resistances are not that great. And then I'm running Discipline because I need to, and as you can see I can run Grace, but it reduces me to 19 mana, which is just enough to actually use this ability. And I'm running right now. And since I got Mind Drinker, I can maintain this maybe. So that's also the reason why you see me wanting to go here and wanting to level up my Reduce Mana again, because I kinda need that to actually get a more decent mana pool. And in here I'm running Spectral Throw with lesser multiple projectile, just to have something ranged when I cannot be melee. Absolutely cannot. And in the head I'm just right now using Flicker Strike together with Multi Strike, which I just swap out here. And I use it with Multi Striker right now, Flicker Strike, Multi Strike. Ideally I want to link everything here, but I'm out of fusion orbs, so I cannot really do that. And I would like to add faster attack and maybe like added lightning damage or something like that. Because the blue one, yeah, I can only like add crit damage, crit chance, power charge on crit or something like that. So yeah. My main ability I'm running is in my chest piece, which is a 4 link. I'm right now running the attack Molten Strike. It's rather new and it's not level up the absolute best way I can, but I'm just trying this out. Normally I use either Double Strike for maximum melee damage, or I use Reeve for AoE. And but I'm using Molten Strike right now, and I'm using it together with Multi Strike, obviously, since it's a melee ability. And I'm using it with additional accuracy, which actually does huge difference. You can see my chance to hit is only 77%, but my chance to hit on Molten Strike is actually 84%, and as you can see, it's only required level 31, so I used it quite recently. I didn't use an additional accuracy before I actually started to try Molten Strike. And I got Power Charge on crit as of now. When I used Reeve, I was using increased area of effect, but Power Charge on crit is fine. I got an extra Power Charge there, so I can have a total of 4. Oh, you can actually see that somewhere. Here you can see. Yeah, 4 Power Charges. And that actually increases my crit chance with a total of 200% when I got that, and my crit right now, you can see, is 17%. So I actually got a decent crit, I have to say so myself. And it's only gonna be better when I get those two. So yeah. So that's what I'm running right now. I also got an Enfeeble right here, which as many abilities I need to change out, and it costs too much mana for me to use right now. That's also kind of why I want a bigger mana pool and more mana reserve. Actually, when I'm running this build, sometimes I'm not even having the Grace aura, even though it makes huge difference. You can see chance to evade right now is at a 53%, and if I just remove Grace, it's on 30. You can see it's a huge percent difference. But most of the time I actually have to run without Grace as of now, because I need Purity of Elements, because my resistances are so low. And Discipline Aura, it just gives so much that I need to use it. There is no way I cannot use it. I also got some other other nodes that you can use. I have a Wrath in here for some reason, I don't know why. But I got an increased critical damage, which I can have if I get a high enough crit chance. Added lightning damage works very well together with this, because it adds lightning damage to all of these, and it works really well. You can have con effect, also consecrated effect, making the AoE smaller, which makes the spread on these smaller, makes it easier for you to hit one and the same target with them. And that actually works wonder, but I don't have a consecrated effect actually. And I can increase critical strike chance, but in fact of just increasing critical strike chance, I think Power Shot on crit is better, because simply I get 200% when I got full, and this is only 86%, so it's more crit right away, but it's less crit in the long run. I also got melee splash and melee damage on full life, but I'm using a red. When I use Reeve, for example, I use Wolf Strike together with melee damage on full life, because I'm already at full life. And these got a slightly less mana multiplier than just increasing physical damage. There's one that is not necessarily needed for full life, but anyways. And when I go double strike, I sometimes just variate, switch around these one. Melee splash to be able to clear something, and AoE wise, and use melee damage on full life on bosses and stuff. But so far, Molten Strike actually works rather cool, and I'm gonna use it as of now. And without further ado, we're gonna run a map. This is the map I choose. Mirrored tropical island map of Venom. Monsters reflect 18% of elemental damage, so in this map it would probably be better if I just ran Reeve and monsters poison on hit. And I'm immune to chaos damage, so that doesn't matter. But like I said, this is reflect, so I'm just gonna change here, and there we go. So I'm gonna run Reeve with a power charge on crit, melee damage on full life, and a multi-strike. So without further ado, we're gonna jump in here. The sad part with using reeve now is that I am indeed running on the 77% chance to hit. And I get frozen quite a bit, but that doesn't matter too much. Oh, I forgot to use my blood heal. And then I use this to just jump around for the legs. Can use some flicker striking here and there, just jumping around like this. But you barely see anything. Every time I use flicker strike, it either goes on cooldown or it consumes a frenzy charge if I have. So I can just run around like this if I have endless amount of frenzy charges. And every time I kill them, I get a frenzy charge. So if I kill fast enough, I can just go around like this. But seeing as of now, it doesn't work. It's gonna kill this guy. You can see single target wise, Reeve doesn't do amazing damage whatsoever. And now I didn't kill anything, so the frenzy charge did run out. But as you can see, it's tanky enough to actually work. There is a chaos all there, which is really nice. Can even do some flicker striking here. We got a chaos orb, which is lovely. And the AoE actually becomes rather big on Reeve. And I don't feel like I need increased area of effect on it right now. I have an area of effect support gem. I don't really think I need that because you can see it's rather big. I don't like these apes. You can see I can just snowball around them if I get enough damage. I'm gonna stand so I hit as many of them as possible, and then they start jumping me. There's no way I can choose what I want to hack now. And I can flicker strike, and yeah, works wonders. Oh, and there we have a 3-link with different colors. That's worth quite a bit of fortune to sell. These are just low HP creatures, so I can just probably flicker strike them to death. I could not. Here we go. They are not going down fast enough. My flicker strike is actually not doing that much damage because I have no increased damage on it. But you can actually go this as a dedicated flicker strike build, getting a good 6-link to actually get some good damage. And if you just flicker strike, you pretty much need no defense, because they pretty much don't attack you when you flicker strike. So you can run like a 2-hander or something like that even better, increasing damage even more. And you can see the clear speed can become really good if you actually can just flicker strike everything. Go into a slightly lesser easier area and just flicker strike everything down. Actually, he's doing so much damage. And I'm just gonna follow the outer edge. And here you can see I keep getting some kills, so I keep getting frenzy charges. Okay, let's flicker strike around. It seems to be like a blue type. Okay, there is frozen. And I'm not done with this build whatsoever. I really want some cool items to actually perfect this build. There is a specific head that I want that reduces the cost of auras and increase the level of aura gems, as well as makes you immune to be frozen. That would actually be really good, because that way I don't need to focus so much on the freezing, on the frost resist. Right now I really need to cap it, and even if I cap it, you see me get frozen quite some time, because it goes on HP. I also want the belt, which makes it so the freeze, well, the shield duration goes on energy shield instead of life. But all of these are really expensive, and I'm not that um, rich in this game. Mainly because I don't really farm in this game too much, and to actually get somewhere, you need to farm quite some bit. I don't have a farm heavy character or anything like that. Um, I have a concrete guy which I might actually do another video for, because it's one of my most fun characters to play. Which probably got better clear speed, but is even more of a glass cannon, so harder to do harder content. Do some HP on them, and then start flicker striking, and hopefully we can start getting kills. Yeah, you can see the frenzy shot just keep going up. And I'm sorry if this is causing you a seizure. I'm actually probably gonna like put a warning note in the start of the video or something, because this can be quite obnoxious, just jumping around like that. Slow to kill giants. Well, I have had no problem really to survive so far, so I'm gonna switch it up and try and use this instead, which is the combo that I tried recently, and we will see how this goes. You can see right away I die super fast. It's just too much reflect, and this is a softcore character, so don't need to worry. But yeah, it's just too much damage. My resistances is not maxed out. As you can see, fire is also the one that I got the lowest on. So I'm just gonna go back to where I were, and I'll be right back to you guys. And here we go. You see now I switched up to double strike with melee splash. You can see the damage is probably higher. This is probably the highest damage I can do with my character. No, to be fair, I can use it with this one melee damage on full life to just maximum up my single target damage. And you can see the damage is okay, but it's in nowhere really amazing. You can see it's 3.3, which is it's good. Don't take that wrong, it's rather good, and this is probably my tankiest character, but also most complicated to build out of because it's a CI, so getting stunned and frozen and all of that used to be a big hazard. Oh, and I'm not running these. But you can see when I use melee damage on full life, I get no AoE whatsoever. And I get choke stacked very easily on this guy. Going through to the second part of the map. But I'm actually gonna run this with melee splash because that's the most efficient clear speed that I can do, I believe. Reeve might be a little more, I don't know really, because this is so much more damage. You can see my crit chance is right now at 30%, so it goes up quite a bit when I got the stacks up. I made them burn for some reason. I don't know how many extra fire damage I got, but it's probably not much. But I actually got them to burn quite some time there. I have no burning damage though. And I got a mana potion just in case I do run out of mana. As you can see, sometimes I actually do. If I use this on only one guy, I can run out of mana. So for one guy only, I really should go for the extra melee damage when I'm full life, because that ensures that I should not run out of mana. But as you can see right now, I actually do run out of mana. Gonna see if we can find the boss. I don't even remember what the boss is in this map. I don't actually have anyone that is farming maps efficiently, so I very rarely actually run maps in Path of Exile. My custom critter got way too low resistances and HP, so I pretty much just do some piety runs, maybe at best, but skipping piety because he goes into the crossbow and just kills me instantly. Unless I'm really lucky and avoid everything, which can happen. Oh, we got some. Oh, these just mean a problem. Loads of auras and such. I don't know what happened there, but I couldn't attack anymore. But yeah, I'm just gonna run back and I will see you guys in a moment. And here we go. Found some monkeys we didn't find before. And sadly, I don't think I got any flaws that actually makes me cursing on this guy, do I? Frozen and shield, frozen and shield. No, I do not. That's a big problem because I got loads of curses. It's a hex font creature, I believe. It just curses when he attacks. And it just seems like he curses like completely randomly. Can I activate my freeze potion, cannot get me out of the frozen effects. Gonna try and take them as one-on-one as I can. But I'm shielded all the time, so I'm not doing too much damage against these guys because I so shield. And here we have another one of these. And this is the problem with this guy, he gets shielded way too easily and he really relies on hitting hard and fast. And he doesn't do that when shielded, so he just doesn't go hand in hand that much. I could use item that makes me immune to shield effect, and I could get shoes. I got a pair of shoes that actually make me immune to frozen effects. But as you can see here, I actually get clobbered quite a bit. I was hoping I could kill maybe. Using my armor potion as much as I can. And yeah, that seems to do the trick. But yeah, I can get boots and chests that actually make me immune to both frozen and shield. But that would reduce so much the defenses, especially the chest piece. I don't think I can run that effectively with this build because it would lose so much evasion rating, it's insane. Other allies cannot die because they're only AoE. But since I hit so many, I don't think I'm gonna lose any HP anyways. And nothing here really, other than that, is dangerous. Added lightning damage on those guys are not really that much of a problem because they are too weak to actually shock stack. And we can get maybe that, maybe, yeah. So we got that, you can see my energy shield went up quite a bit. And now it's just hack and slash. This is the game, guys. Welcome to Path of Exile. I have a yellow in here, I didn't see it before. Gonna try and just strike these guys down. And I will not do loads of Path of Exile coverage because you can see it lags quite a bit and actually makes it a little hard to play. I could reduce the quality, but by that time you will not be able to read what anything says, so you would not be able to read what kind of enemies I'm up against. These are group friends on death and fighting, and you can see that. But if I reduce the quality, you cannot. Let's see if I can actually kill that archer. I could not. This actually hurt quite a bit. I think I got frozen there. And you can see see, as long as I'm not shield, I do so much more than the shield got so much on me, really. Reduces my total attack speed by 30%, I believe. It's just huge. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting because I do not remember what boss is on this map. Come on, stop coming one-on-one. We got something here. Oh, we got a bubble. And quick armor, fast attacks, cold damage. So getting my cold potion, you saw me use it right when I got to this guy because I saw he got cold damage. And my cold resistance is actually rather low. So there we go. I actually even plan on using this build as a dual wield build in some time in the future. Because I got another claw that adds, I believe it's 15% physical lifesteal, which is lots. And so I have, so that physical lifesteal apply instantly with this, and some physical lifesteal. I get lifesteal from Blood Rage, and I would get extra lifesteal from that weapon. And I also get quite a bit of lifesteal here. You can see 4%, 4%, 4%. It's 12% right there. So we're getting lots of lifesteal. Would actually enable me to do loads more content without really risking dying. But I need to get resistances up because you can see I need resistances. Oh, I died. And this is the reason why I don't really run maps with this guy. The resistances are rather low, and I don't have enough evasion rating to compensate the fact of my only evasion rating shield. And you can see I don't think I gained any experience doing these runs. I'm actually just gonna run back before I talk to you guys. So see you soon. And here we go, guys. We are back. Increased duration. Sure, I can level up that. I got increased duration on my blood rate just to make it last longer, because there are not so many ways I can increase the effect of blood rage, but increasing its duration is actually one of the ways. Now I'm actually starting to run out of bag space here, so I'm just gonna... I don't think I got one of those either, no. I'm gonna check one of the chest piece. That one is garbage. I'm gonna throw that out, and then I'm gonna take up the rest. This was a plate problem. I'm gonna check this one. Yeah, it's garbage as well, so I'm gonna pick up this instead, because it sells for 1 chromatic, which is small. And I was actually hoping we could end this map rather soon. Oh shit, that's a boss. Okay. I didn't realize, and I got frozen, and that just killed me right away. Alright. I'm gonna go one more try on this guy. Sad part, these are in the way. Extra damage, yeah. And I am on my last portal, so let's hope we can actually finish this map. But as you can see, I don't earn any XP by this whatsoever, because I cannot handle this. Maybe without the lag I would do better, but still there are some things this character needs, and that means farming in the lower leveled places, or just farm for money so I can buy the things that I actually need to do better. But I actually plan on doing this to a dual wheel build sometimes, getting that one and maybe that one even. I'm thinking of it, but before I do that I definitely need more of resistances and everything, because that would actually benefit. You can see my energy shield actually reduces like 900 without this. It actually increases a lot with that, with this one. But I would get lots more life leech. And when I actually got so I cannot be frozen and everything like that, then maybe. And when I get enough auras so I can run grace, then yeah, maybe. So maybe it doesn't even need to have purity of element aura. So I could run discipline, grace, and maybe even I think I got it here. Yeah, hatred. It would actually benefit lots, slowing them down and everything. So yeah. But you can see these freeze me rather easily, even though I have overcapped. I haven't got 75 gold, and when I use a potion I'm at 85 because the potion overcaps by 10%. I miss some guys apparently, so I'm just gonna kill it. And that's why I run the potions instead, because I don't really need HP potions because they don't do shit because I don't have any HP, and the HP potions does not go on the energy shield. So I use the potions just to max up my resistances even more, and it helps me also when I'm up against fire or lightning because I'm not even maxed there. But yeah, I'm gonna just rush to the end here. It's gonna be interesting because now I have to kite them. The monkeys I don't really care that much about. I want the blue pack out of there. Get one. And for some reason I couldn't hit anything. That's also a big issue with PoE and this build. It can lag out, so the enemies are not actually where they are, or you are not where you are, and you don't hit anything. And if you rely on just life on hit or life leech, it's gonna be a pain in the ass. I got the boss. Actually, I think pulling back this boss is optimal just because there are so many trees where he stands. But back here there are not that many. But actually getting more apes around him, I think that actually only would benefit me with my life leech. Yeah, as you can see, he hits hard. And I can just go out of combat and then shield will go up rather quickly. And I got my increased armor. But yeah, this shouldn't be much of a problem if I just take care and watch my HP and just let, well, my energy shield, and just let it regen. I'm gonna activate a new blood rage. He doesn't have any extra kind of damage, it's just physical damage. Oh, and we actually got a legendary and a level 67 map. I already got that, so I already kinda know what it is. That one got a good attack speed, but nothing else to go up with it. But yeah, we got a wild leather, which is a basically rather low life, good chest piece. It's nothing more than that really. It's just good for what it is. That one is garbage. Let's see if we shield. I actually can shake because I want an energy shield. This is garbage. Gloves. I don't really know any of my characters that really need gloves desperately, but yeah. We have a head, which is always okay for me to shake. A high cold resistance, bad lightning, but it actually got a good HP, so I'm gonna actually keep this and see if any of my other characters really need that, because I have a evasion tank, and this might actually be rather good on that. Nope. Boots. Energy, this could actually be something for this guy. Sadly it's not. It's pretty bad. And we got a mace, apparently. And let's see. Pretty bad as well. And last we got a rapier with loads of extra damage and attack speed. For level 49. This could maybe be good if you use kind of like a spectral throw build with loads of attack speed. I actually have a friend that runs a build with which this would actually be rather good. Loads of attack speed with spectral throw. You can see my spectral throw doesn't really do that much damage, but it does something. But yeah, spectral throw with loads of attack speed and then elemental damage on weapon and rings and everything, and also auras running wrath and anger and hatred. Actually deals quite a bit of damage and lots of shock stacking and shield effect going on at the same time and everything. It actually works rather good, and I actually think that weapon would be okay for that. So maybe that weapon is actually worth something. And there we go. Sorry this video got a little lengthy. I'm gonna cut a little bit, but it's gonna be like 30 minutes anyways. Ooh, I didn't check those boots. They're garbage. I'm just gonna pick up something more that I can just to sell. Why not? Why not? And that's gonna be that. And we go back. Gonna go back to the city real quick and just wrap up this video. So here we are, and you can see my stash is completely full. But this is the item that I think of having in offhand, and then I just use abilities that doesn't actually do offhand damage, because the damage on it you can see is rather low. But there are some abilities that doesn't attack with offhand whatsoever. And that is, for example, Double Strike. Double Strike doesn't attack with offhand whatsoever. You can also go with Dual Strike. I thought I had Dual Strike here somewhere. Apparently I had 2 double. Oh! I was actually running with my low. Yeah, I'm actually leveling up a new Double Strike because I found a 9 quality. And this is one I actually should use. I still think this should do more damage. Okay, actually it's so close that I don't even need to care about this anymore, but yeah, anyways. So this is one I'm thinking of using sometime, just because it got so much physical attack damage leeches life. It's just insane. The rest of it is just pretty much garbage, and the life gain for each enemy hit by your attack doesn't benefit whatsoever, because that goes on HP, does not go on shield, even though you have the Ghost Reaver. So sad face. So it's either that, or I'm actually thinking on a other claw that actually got some damage. It's pretty much of a late game as well. That it gives, I don't know exactly what it gives, and that kinda annoys me. But it gives some block if I remember, and it actually gives Ghost Reaver. So with that I could maybe do some respecking, I don't know, because I kinda want these anyways. But maybe I could do something more valuable than actually getting these points. Who knows? But yeah, that's to do some more endgame damage, I believe. And like I said, new boots. My boots sucks. I actually have a pair of boots here that actually got a decent energy shield, but energy shield on boots is not really the most important. I definitely need something with loads of resistances and preferably some movement speed. These got movement speed, but I would like to have some with resistances. This is one I can go around with, cannot be frozen. And if I actually get enough dexterity so I can use these, I actually think I will. Just because the stats on this compared to this is not that much worse. I mean, they both got the same movement speed. Sure, this got more when I got more frenzy charges, but that doesn't matter too much. This actually doesn't work that well with the frenzy charges. Actually make the frenzy charge make me attack slower than I would if I didn't have this. And this, I cannot be frozen. That way I can do some re-rolling on this. Cannot be dispels frozen shield, and maybe get something like a recharge on crit or curse immunity during effect and something like that. Blah da 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 would be really cool. Other than that, I don't really think I got anything to say about this character. The plans for the future is grabbing Aura nodes, at least those two. This one I don't really need because I'm not running a summoner build and I'm never really running this with friends. But those two for aura effect and this one for just pure damage and mobility basically. And this for crit chance, this for increasing chance to hit. And might even go in here to actually get some crit multiplier, maybe. But as it looks right now, I don't think so. Maybe going in here to get some damage and accuracy with claws. Yes, the 25%. No, yes, the flat out 25 maximum life doesn't give anything to this build, but still it's damage and it's attack speed and it's really close. So I could as well, if I feel for it. Um, and that I'm not entirely sure what else I could really do with this build. Like going down here and get this accuracy as well. Maybe even going down here and get 2 reflex would be very good for this build, because that way I can get more effect of the grace, and if I can run grace effectively, that's great, really. And as you can see, when I get that point, I can just go down 1, 2, 3, and I can respec 1, 2. No, it doesn't help that much. Okay, but maybe if I go here, I can take. I'm gonna have that point anyways, so I can go that one, and that one. So there's 3 points to connect to this, and I can remove 1, 2. That doesn't really help either. Okay. I don't really know exactly what more to do to this build. Maybe getting some all resistant notes until I get better gear or something like that, because this guy is really gear dependent, and it's my first character I ever did, and I did not follow a guide for him. I actually built this guy on my own, and I looked and I was like, okay, getting energy shield and evasion rating together with Ghost Reaver and maybe Chaos Inoculation in the future would be cool. So that was my plan for this guy, and then I pretty much just took these defensive things here, and I got up here, and then I picked every energy shield node I could, and then I just went the Chaos Inoculation. I was like, okay, that actually worked. So I did this guy completely on my own. I did not play this guy up to level 66, and then was like, okay, I'm gonna play something else, and then I went back to this guy. I actually played this guy maybe to like level 50 or something like that, and then I played other guys, so I did get quite a bit of background before I finished up this guy. And I went through a complete list of legendaries to see if there was any kind of, well, not legendaries, they are called uniques in this game, but whatever, any kind of unique item that would be really cool to synergize with this build or something like that. And I read about the Chaos Inoculation because I learned after a while that getting shocked and frozen and everything was based on your life and not... Yeah, it was based on your life, and since this removed your life to 1, I was like, how does that gonna work? And I realized it's not working too well, so I realized I needed this, the Eye of Shaula, and other kind of stuff, preferably also the head that makes me immune to frozen. I can use these boots, but these boots are not really good, and using the boots, it's no resistances, and I'm already low on resistances, and you can see my gloves doesn't have any resistances. Sure, I can sacrifice that maybe and get a couple of gloves with loads of resistances, but 30% attack speed is really good. But yeah, I definitely need to get more resistances, and I have no chest with resistances and no neck. It just spells bad. And at least the head that I want, I believe, got 30% cold resistance, which makes it easier for me to trade out this to this, because there are no resistances on this. So yeah, this character got some fine tuning to do, obviously, but it's getting to that point where it's really hard for me to upgrade him because it's really expensive. Getting this into a 5-link or 6-link would greatly increase my potential as well, but for me to be able to do that effectively, I need more mana reduce reserved, so I can have my auras together, the auras I want active, without getting like a 20 mana pool, because if I link this together with something else, it's just gonna increase the cost by more, so it's gonna be problematic. So there are quite a bit of things that I really need to do with this character, but that's life in Path of Exile. I mean, you don't get a perfect character until you're like 95. And you can see I'm level 66, and it takes ages for me to actually just gain 1 level pretty much. And as you could see, that entire map run, I didn't gain anything because I am on Merciless. And if you die on Merciless, you lose experience. You actually do that on Cruel as well. So you lose experience. So it's very hard for me to level. I need to level in safe zones and for me to do, and that's really bad experience until I can get everything that I want up, which is gonna take some time. But yeah, that's this character, my Chaos Inoculation Claw Shadow build. Sadly, you didn't see the way I wanted to play with Molten Strike, but you got the idea. Um, I hope. It feels like I've been rambling on for way too long, but it feels like I usually do that anyways. But yeah, that's gonna be that, and if you enjoyed it, then please subscribe and leave a like, add favorite, whatever you wanna do, helps out a lot, and I appreciate it a lot. And I will see you guys in the next video.